You're watching Drake Queen Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Queen Gaming. It's me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of What It Feels Like. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. I stare at the number in his door, the 7, until my eyes go dark and I can't see anything at all. I let my mind spiral until it eventually goes blank. I can't form a single coherent thought. Eventually, I've calmed myself down enough to go down the stairs and out into the sidewalk, making my way back home. I don't look up at the moon tonight, though its grin will just feel like it's mocking me. I've made it about a block away from his apartment when I hear someone's footsteps behind me. When I turn around, my heart sinks. You're a lot of things, Mylo, but I never expected a cheater to be one of them. Like a vision in a desert sent to torment me, Lizzie stands right in front of me. I look at frustration on her face. Liz, what are you doing here? Your mom called me, asking me if you were coming to my house. I thought it was weird, you know, using me as an excuse without even telling me. So, let me see if I've got this down. You act weird for months after he leaves the band, find a boyfriend from one day to the other, and don't even bother telling me. And the same day that you do tell me, I find you leaving Jacob's apartment after doing that. I don't know if this music's copyrighted, so I'm gonna... Yeah, alright, lower it a bit, okay. What is this? What the hell? How long has this been going on, Mylo? I clutch onto my stomach, and I feel like I might as well have killed someone by how ashamed I am. Her disappointed face, her mother-like tone, that feeling of inferiority. It comes in waves that don't seem to stop. I feel my breathing start to come in short, shallow breaths. Mylo, you need to talk to me. This is ridiculous. This isn't like you, doing weird, bad shit behind my back. I mean, I get it, you know? I get it, you know, maybe you were lonely and not over him, so you... No, Lizzie, you don't get it. I don't even think before I speak. Everything spews out of me in desperate, angry bursts of hurt that have been boiling inside for so long that it all comes out in one fell swoop. Don't tell me you understand how I feel, because you don't. You couldn't understand, because how could you? You don't know what it's like to not be able to be with someone because of your sexuality. You don't know, Lizzie, you don't. You got Wyatt, you got the good guy and got into a healthy relationship, and I got Jacob. I got the mess, the secrets, the hiding. How would you know what it's like to have to keep your relationship a secret because you're fucking gay? It's not fair, Mylo. How am I supposed to know if you don't tell me anything? You're the one who's been hiding things from me. You're fucking the guy who screwed us over and cheating on your new boyfriend. Do you think that what you're doing is okay? Baxter isn't even my real boyfriend. What? It's all fake. He likes someone else. I like Jacob. We're not really a thing. Huh? And don't talk to me about fair. You know what isn't fair? That you got your boyfriend and forgot about me. You never want to hang out with me without Wyatt there. You can't fathom being apart from him for more than 5 fucking minutes. That's not fair, Lizzie. It's not fair that we both fell for someone at the same time. And you're the only one who got the happy ending. You got the love story. You got it. And I'm happy for you, but I choke on my words, feeling my whole body shake with shudders. This isn't going well at all. With every word I say, I feel like I'm making things worse and worse, but I can't stop. All these emotions, all this heartache I've been keeping inside doesn't stop spewing out. Like, you know? And I can't contain it. But I wanted it too. I wanted the happy ending. I wanted the love story. But I have to go on every day feeling like you did things right and I did things wrong. I can't help feeling so much worse than you. I'm crying now, almost full-on sobbing as Lizzie watches me, too stunned to say anything. I don't want things to end like this. I don't want to be the bad friend, and I know deep down maybe it really is all my fault. But in this moment, I don't care. In this moment, I don't want her to look at me like a wounded little kid, and she needs to patch me up and make me feel better. I'm tired of being the stupid one. I'm tired of being the odd one out. I'm tired of being the disappointment. Just go home, Lizzie. I'm tired and I don't want to talk about this anymore. Mylo, go ahead and tell Wyatt he was right. I'm leaving. Before she says anything else, I turn on my heels and start walking away. When I hear her call out to me again, I pick up speed until eventually I'm running. I went away, from her, from my problems, from myself in a way. I run and run until I reach my front porch where every window is dark and closed off. I must be asleep by now. I go in, out of breath. I walk up the stairs and go into my room, locking the door behind me in case Mom tries to come in. It doesn't seem likely anymore. I fall onto my bed face first and squeeze my eyes shut, telling myself over and over again to not cry, don't cry, don't cry. But I do. I don't know for how long, but I cry. hard yet quietly, without making a scene, curled up in a ball into my pillow, which is clutched tightly in my arms, because I know this is no one's fault but my own. I am the idiot. I always have been. Somewhere along the night, I stopped crying, which leaves a numbness that I can only describe as comforting. It's nice to feel nothing after feeling so much. With shaking hands, I check my phone, dreading the worst. Lizzie telling me she never wants to see me again, but there's nothing from her. All I have is a text from Baxter about half an hour ago asking if I made it home okay. So dumb. He's not even my real boyfriend. What does he care? That's really mean. When did I get so mean? Hey, I'm home okay. Thanks for worrying about me. I closed my eyes. When did I get so mean? I wasn't always like this, was I? Somewhere in between losing so much sleep and hiding things from people. Maybe. My phone buzzes, much to my surprise. Does Baxter not sleep either? Good to hear. You good, though? You seem kinda off. Kinda. Yeah. What happened? What'd he do? Don't worry about it. I think I just need sleep or something. Tell me over breakfast tomorrow? Are we gonna have breakfast every day together? Sounds bad for your wallet. If you don't want to. I do, but I don't want you going broke. Fine, you pay tomorrow then. Fine, you're picking me up then. Deal. Sleep tight, Russo. Night, Bax. I throw my phone over to my nightstand, not really bothering to put it to charge. It's kind of funny that the only person who I can be honest with these days is sort of a stranger to me. It feels nice to be looked after like this. Baxter makes me feel nice, I note sleepily. I don't get much sleep. Not that I usually do, but tonight my insomnia was particularly brutal. As tired as I was, my mind kept replaying the events of a couple hours ago over and over again, and with a spinning head, it's hard to find much peace. Eventually, when I see the sky start shifting from gray to blue, I just get up and start getting ready for the day. No use in trying anymore. I sit on my bed for what seems like a complete hour, waiting out my dad to leave the house and my mom to start getting ready. I'm mad at her. I don't want to talk to her right now. When my phone rings, I automatically jump up and make my way out of the house before she could come out of her room and question me all over again. Going outside, I find Baxter about to get off his bike, but when he spots me, he gets back on it, smiling at me. Whoa, morning, Russo. You're up early. Yeah, didn't want to keep you waiting this time. How thoughtful of you. You look awful. Aren't you a sweetheart? I'm saying this as your friend, not your pretend boyfriend. Did you sleep at all last night? Think so. That's not very convincing. I clamber onto the seat behind him and wrap my arms around his body, leaning my face against his back. He smells nice. I just need food. Well, alright then. Food it is. Where are we headed? Mickey D's. Here I am taking you to fancy cafes and you take me to McDonald's? Double standards. I like McDonald's, okay? Come on already. He hands me his helmet, grinning at me, and once it's on and my hands are wrapped around his again, he takes off, as quick as always. Kinda crowded today, huh? I blink awake, realizing I'm leaning most of my body weight onto Baxter, then quickly stand up straight. It's usually like this. He pulls me by the waist and hugs me close to him, and before I could even give a reaction, he whispers into my ear, "For real estate. There's a couple of people I know here, so let's play it up a little, okay?" I don't have the energy to refute this, or even get embarrassed, so I just hug him back tightly. Whatever you say, baby. Baby, huh? You must be exhausted if you're calling me pet names. A little, I guess. There, go sit down. I'll order for us. But I was gonna pay. Just give me the money then. I reach for my wallet. The thought of him running off with my money crosses my mind for an instant, but I push it away. I may not know him super well, but I definitely don't think he's a thief. I hand him a 20 and he pockets it. Get me a deluxe. Someone's hungry. Yep. He grabs my face and plants a firm kiss on my forehead, unlike how he did yesterday. Only this time it isn't loud at all, just a quiet show of affection. Alright, go find us a seat. Yes, sir. I wobble over to a booth, slide in, and put my head down on the table, which is full of crumbs from whoever ate here first, but I'm too tired to wipe them off. A weird, anxious feeling starts forming in my gut, which usually tends to happen when I'm sleep-deprived, but this time there's definitely more to it. I pushed Lizzie away. I don't want to look at my mom in the eye. Jacob made me feel weird last night. Was everything he said true? Does he really love me, or did he say all that just so I'd have sex with him? I'd like to think he's not that kind of person, but sometimes I have my doubts. I'm angry, I'm confused, I'm upset, and I'm tired. So tired. And I'm hungry. You didn't say if you wanted coffee or not, but considering the state you're in, I got you some anyway. Baxter's voice snaps me awake, and I sit up lazily as he slides our trays of food on the table, and in one swift moment, slides himself into my side of the booth, putting an arm around my shoulder. Hey! Really? Come on, it's romantic! Fine, you're lucky I'm so sleepy. I lay my head on his shoulder, and he squeezes me closer against him. I'm starting to like Sleepy Russo. He's cuddly. Enjoy it while it lasts, then. I plan on it. We eat in silence for a while, shoulder to shoulder, until eventually he speaks up, turning to me. So, what'd he do? I put my fork down and look away, feeling ashamed. I don't really want to tell him all the dirty details of my sexual encounter with Jacob, but an outside perspective on my fight with Lizzie might help me clear my head about it. I'm not really mad at Jacob. Something else happened last night. Oh? Yeah, when I was leaving his apartment last night, Lizzie was waiting for me outside. Oh, wow. Yeah. What'd she say? I tell him pretty much everything, what she said to me and what I shouted back at her. He listens carefully, even when I start getting a little heated halfway through. And she said it wasn't fair. Not fair? As if she has any idea what it is I'm going through. She's got it so good and she doesn't even know it. Honestly, if I could switch places with her, I would have done it already. I angrily take a bite of my food, feeling his eyes bore into my skull, and when I turn to him, he has a look on his face that doesn't make me feel very good at all. What? Alright, Russo, do you want the brutal honest truth, or do you want the sugar-coated boyfriend sweet talk? First one. Okay, then. He chews on his sandwich for a moment, as if thinking how to say this, then swallows loudly, turning his body to face mine. I think you're in the wrong here. Oh. Yeah, honestly, from what you've told me, it seems like she was worried about you from the very beginning. Maybe you didn't trust her enough to tell her, and that's fine, but you guys seem close, yeah? It's a little shitty to hide things from someone who's your best friend. And if you didn't tell her because you thought she'd judge you, then isn't that kind of on you? Because you thought badly of her? I think maybe you're making her out to be the bad guy, even though she's like the closest person in your life. And then he bites into his sandwich again like he didn't just rip my heart open and told me everything that was inside of it. I mean, I know it's on me a lot, but she was always just so busy with Wyatt, it felt like I was being left behind. This isn't exactly her fault, but I think it makes sense that you feel left out now that she has a boyfriend. Maybe she did ignore you for a bit. But she isn't now, is she? And she hasn't been for a while, from what you told me. Seems like she's trying to get back into your life, trying to figure out why you're so weird to her nowadays. I think you should let her, Mylo. Maybe you think she'll judge you, but if she's your real friend, then she'll understand you. But only if you tell her what's going on. Hell, I told my roommate about her plan, and I barely see the guy. I think she'll be on your side. I hang my head low, pondering everything he said. I guess I have been pushing her away because I thought she'd judge me, but when has she ever not been on my side? Yeah, I've been a pretty donk friend. I'll talk to her soon, make things right between us once and for all. I don't know what donk means, but yeah, you should. Be less donkey. I will. Thanks for talking this out with me. I think I really needed that. Mm-hmm. He suddenly grabs me by the shoulder and pulls me into his body, giving me a tight hug. I'll always be there for you, Russo. Although I'm a little confused at how out of nowhere this affection is, in my tired, vulnerable state of mind, I just embrace it, basking in his warmth. Maybe this is what it feels like to not be a secret. Maybe I could like Baxter. Maybe... Alright, they're gone. Do you think they bought it? Huh? Some of Dahlia's friends were passing by, so I played it up for them to see. Was it believable? I hope they tell her. He slowly lets me go, and when he does, I scooch myself away from him, leaving a good amount of distance between us in the booth. Yeah, it was, pretty believable. Even I was fooled. So stupid. How could I forget, even for a second, that this is all just a farce? Someone like Baxter would never like me for real. You good? Fine. I'm not hungry anymore. Can I eat your food, then? I slide my tray to his side, and I watch as he wolfs it down in less than a minute. Whatever. That's what I get for getting my hopes up. Oh, I almost forgot. We're outside now, and before he gets on the bike, he rummages through his pocket, pulls out a receipt and some bills. Here's the change for the food. You can keep it. What? He chuckles like it's absurd. Russell, I know I said the supermarket doesn't pay well, but I'm not in dire need of money. Here, take it. I'm paying you back for yesterday. I don't need you to pay me back for yesterday. Well, I want to pay you back for yesterday. Not happening. I just don't want to owe you anything, okay? You don't. We had breakfast together as friends. He gets on the bike and holds out his helmet to me, looking at me seriously. Look, I don't know why you're upset right now, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't take it out on me. I gently take the helmet and put it on and climb onto the seat behind him, hugging him. I guess he wouldn't really get why I'd be mad. It doesn't make much sense to me either. I felt so unlike myself these days, so mean, so secretive. I guess Lizzie was right. I'm sorry. It's okay. He pats my thigh comfortingly. Just try to not push people away too much. It's usually not a good idea. I'll try. He gives my knee a squeeze, and I reciprocate the gesture, hugging his waist just a little tighter. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Tresem Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits and get access to all of our Not Safe for Work contents as little as $5, alrighty? I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.